Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's episode is going to be a kind of a fun episode as well, where I basically come and take something out of archives and bring out and tell you the story about it and how I got it and a little bit about what the actual item is, okay? And in today's episode, I'm going to go over a particular CD called Shurato, the Hachibu the World CD. Okay. Now, normally, when I talk about the musical CDs and that kind of stuff, it's really easy. You listen to the tracks and that kind of stuff, and you can listen to it and have a listen. But this goes into one of those categories of, and I'm gonna just precursor it a little bit. People ask me, well, you get all these CDs and there's lots of music and lots of kind of cool stuff like that. Like, how do you know that this is there's what kind of music there is on it and what does it sound like, and whatnot. And really, this is one of those cases where I didn't know what was going to be on this CD. I saw the advertisement in, I think, a New Type magazine or something when I was flipping through it. And I've got episodes where I go through magazines and I kind of, can't come across an advertisement. And in this case, we were subtitling Shurato at this time, and I saw the CD going, oh yeah, okay, yeah, Shurato, it's got a new CD. Oh, sure, I'll go and order it. Okay, now the yen price on this CD is 3,000 yen. So using the 1 penny to the U.S. To the yen price here, it works out to about $30 US. Okay, and so it's not a cheap CD. Okay, so you're taking a gamble, and at that time, that's what you sort of do. So kind of like, well, I really enjoy Shurato, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I get a good version of the opening theme song, ending theme song, whatever, then let's order it, and then and that's how I get it. And sure, if I have to pay $30 US, then that's what I have to do, right? But that was fine. That's how we got anime at that time. So I ordered the CD, and then basically comes in. Now this is sort of I guess a first print limited edition of the CD. It actually comes in its own sort of box. Okay, so this is a box, cardboard box version of the actual thing, and when you open the little box up, okay, you can open the box. And it comes with the actual the CD itself, and a kind of a thick sort of linered book kind of thing going on here. Okay, all right, like that. Okay. So the presentation is very nice. Okay, but right away when you look at the track list, okay, there's a lot of some things that have the same track and things like that. And so when I put the CD in, then this is where you find out where it's like okay. This is what happens when you basically buy a CD and you find out it's not really a music CD, it's a drama CD. Okay, and what I mean by that is it doesn't actually have a lot of opening ending theme songs, that kind of stuff. I mean, even if you now that I actually look at the actual track listing and that kind of stuff, and you look at the credits and that kind of stuff on here, okay, they're not actually musical credits, they're actually voice actor credits. So these are the same voice actors and stuff that are in the anime, okay. So that should have been kind of again, usually when you read the ads in the magazines and stuff, it doesn't tell you a lot of this information. It doesn't tell you the track listings and all that kind of stuff, so you wouldn't know anyway. So, but looking at the CD now, you can see that there are very few credits given to musical tracks, meaning that most of the credits are from voice actors and that stuff, being a very strong indication that it is a drama CD. Now, with a little help with my translators and that kind of stuff, they basically had this concept, okay, that in most popular TV shows and that kind of stuff, if it gains a following, okay, and Shurato surprisingly has a really good following in different parts of the world, actually, because it gets aired in a lot of South America and that kind of stuff, and and whatnot. Okay, and again, because a lot of things with the Vishnu and all that kind of stuff. So it's in that sort of religion sect anyway. But the funny thing is that when something is really popular, things like doujinshis and that kind of stuff and whatnot make a lot of fun of the TV series, right? So they'll take certain parts and certain segments that people find kind of strange or unfinished and whatnot, and the doujin artists will complete the story and just take it somewhere else or whatever, and make fun of it and make more doujinshis of it. Okay, what the creators did was they thought, hey, let's get ahead of some of these stories and some of these kind of funny things. Okay, let's get ahead of it and let's make fun of ourselves. Okay, so they're gonna make up a bunch of funny things and basically make a doujin CD before the doujin people get to it. But since we have all the voice actors and stuff, we can actually do it using the actual voice actors, right? So the main concepts in this thing here, okay, are featured are these 3 stories. Okay, the first one is Guy, okay, and basically, the concept is, of course, Guy and Shirato were basically taken from the from the modern world, and they're thrown into the in the world, in this one, the Hachibu world, okay, and and then basically, there's we kind of see the story from Shurato's point of view. But we don't really see the idea from Guy's point of view, right? Basically, how Shirato idolizes Guy as his opponent, as his friend, but you don't see it, the other way around with Guy. So they figure, okay, won't we make a play on that, right? And so that's how this sort of funny little picture of like a guy on the beach, cuddling a Shirato doll, okay, and so there's this sort of weird sort of I don't know. Some people will almost say it's kind of a homophobic sort of skit going on with that one there. So that's your first one. Not so interesting. Not so sad. The other two are the funnier ones, and that's these 2 down here. Okay. Those ones are these 2 are the much more funnier stories. Okay. Now what it is this one here is Lakshu's armor, okay, and the idea behind this is that Lakshu's is the for most point the useless whiny one that always gets in trouble and that doesn't have anything, okay, and she gets always upset that everyone else is going out beating up guys with armor and all that kind of stuff, and she's sitting there doing nothing, okay, so Akane Hinata, okay, decided, okay, why don't we, trick her and make her a deal that she, they can basically give her own armor so that she can be like all the other guys, right? So basically, and then of course, so they lure her in, they basically trick her into, and they say, okay, says, we're not really the bad guys, but we're gonna, what we're gonna do for you is we're gonna give you this armor, and we're gonna train you on how to use it, right? Okay, and you think, okay, great, so she gets this armor, and she's gonna basically train her how to fight. Well, they don't really actually train her how to fight, okay? They train her how to be, i.e. from a princess to a queen, okay? And not just like a royalty queen, no. They train her to be an S&M queen. So basically, the story here is that after she goes back and with her new quote armor, Shakti armor, she goes back and basically then goes and punishes Shirato, and then kind of gets what happens. That right? Okay, so that's the funny story behind that one. Okay. The other funny story on this one, which is really comical. So by far the funniest one of these 3 stories that are in the CD is this one here, which is labeled Renge 1/3. Okay, and of course this is a play off of this particular one, which Now, the significance behind this is because Megumi Hashibara, which is the voice actor, she does Ranma's voice, okay? But she also does Renge, Mii's, and Mai's voice, okay? So she basically does all the three characters, okay? So the concept is that, basically there's this character, okay, her, has the Ranma complex, okay? So basically, what happens is that every time she gets splashed with water, she changes into the next form, okay? So basically, you have a Kananata who wants, the Renge form, okay? Then you got Shirato who wants Mii's form, right? And then you got Rakshu who wants to have basically Mii's form, okay? So basically, you have three people who want the other form, right? So basically, they get into an argument where they're splashing water on her, causing her to change into each one. It's like, no, I want her to be this one splash, and then she changes to the next one and goes, and the next one, and he goes, hey, why would you do that for a splash? And then she changes to the next one, and he goes, no, I want Renge back, splash. And then so basically, it keeps going around in a circle until she gets so angry that she blows her again. So that's a really kind of a fun story, doujin story, which is basically acted out as a drama. And again, because they thought of this idea early enough and they choreographed it and had all the voice actors available, they were able to put this onto a CD. So this is one of these. I bought this sort of because I liked Shirato, and I was hoping for something like more of a music CD, and more BGMs or something like that from the show. But it ended up being a drama CD, and then again, usually drama CDs aren't really that good because either they're just copies of stuff from the actual TV series, or there's just stuff I just have no idea what they're talking about anyway until we get it translated. So. But this one ended up being a really comical sort of CD, and again, because of the stories that came out there, and with a little bit of a loose translation from my translators, I got quite a bit of enjoyment and kind of things for it. So again, if you have the opportunity to have a listen to this, and and now that you know what sort is going on, have a listen to this one called Shirato Hachibu the World. Okay. And then you might be surprised in that have a quick little have a little giggle about how everything sort of happened there. Okay, so what you want to do right now is you want to go below there. You want to hit subscribe and go hit like. I'm going to basically continue going through my archives. I'm going to find that there are a couple other CDs which I did the similar type of thing where I found in a magazine somewhere. I ordered it in, and then when I got it, it was like. This wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. It wasn't what I was exactly as expecting. Sometimes there is really nothing I can do about it. It's just something that I probably would never do and listen to or whatever. But there are the other ones which are like I'm glad I actually got, and it was by fluke that that sort of information came through. So you want to basically you make sure you hit subscribe so that way you can catch all those episodes when I make them. Okay, so. Until next time, see you again.